All right, so we are talking about sequence. A sequence is basically you are going to be get a number in a very specific order, in a particular order, or you are getting as an arrangement of numbers in a particular order. For example, if I'm going to be write a number, let's say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Yes, Mustafa, what will be the next one?
Sir, 11,
That will be 11. Yes, next one,
13.
13, and so on. So basically, you have to be look for the pattern, and you have to be look where we have a difference of any consecutive numbers is going to be 2. In the same way, the difference is going to be 2 as well here. The difference is 2. So you have to predict the next number that the next number is going to be 11, next one is going to be 13. So this means that you have a specific arrangement of the numbers in a particular order. So that this type of numbers are known as a sequence. Obviously, we have infinite numbers here. So we have a common in all of these numbers. We have a common difference. Okay, it can be a multiple of any number. For example, if I had to write a first number, that is going to be 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Yes, Afan, can you please tell me the next number?
32.
That will be 32. How you say that? How you find 32?
Because uh, what is the like when you multiply 16 with 2, you
Basically,
get 32.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every
It's
next
times
number
2, times 2, times
is
2.
by
Yeah.
2, yeah. Every next number is going to be times by 2. So you have a numbers in a specific order. So we have in a particular order. So we have to say that it is a sequence. Yes, everyone. Any question up to here?
No, sir.
Now we have different types of sequence. We have the type of sequence that we are going to be discussed here. The first one, that is arithmetic or linear sequence. The second one is, yes, what is the second type of sequence? That is
Quadratic.
quadratic sequence. Third one is cubic sequence. And the last one is
Exponential.
exponential or geometric sequence. In arithmetic sequence, basically the first in arithmetic sequence we have first line of difference is same. Let's see how to discuss about it. We are just going to be go for the very first one, that is arithmetic or linear sequence. We just have to discuss about the example of the arithmetic sequence. What I have to write? I have to write that 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So if you are going to be taking a difference of any two consecutive numbers, so that is going to be 2. The difference is 2. The difference is 2. The difference is 2. So basically, this is the first line of first line of difference. And if the first line of difference is going to be same, such type of sequence is known as arithmetic sequence or a linear sequence. Yes, everyone. Any question up to here?
No, sir.
All right. Obviously, we have a sequence. In this one, as I have to be, you have the first term here that is known as T1, which is the second term, it is known as T2, the third term T3, fourth term T4, fifth term T5. Right? We have all of these terms. If I have to say that you have to find the sixth term, you can easily find it by adding 2, you will get 11. But it is going to be difficult for you if I have to say that you have to find the 100th term. To find the 100th term, we have to use the, you can, we have to go for the formula, or we go for any particular arrangements of the numbers to find the 100th term. So the formula that we are going to be used to find the nth term of any sequence in arithmetics, that is nth term. It is sometimes we have to write Tn or nth term, that will be equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now what is a? The a is basically the first term of the sequence. Yes, Ariba, can you please tell me what is the a in this sequence? Yes, Ariba, can you please tell me what is the value of a in the given sequence? Yes, Mozam.
Sir, the first number, 1.
Yeah. We have the value of a is going to be 1. The second thing that is going to be here, that is d. N is basically the required number. What is n? The required term. Look at here. Here we have a question. We have to find the nth, 100th term. This means that in this case we have n is equal to 100. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the third thing in this formula, that is going to be d, and d is the common difference. And in this case, we are going to be getting the difference, that is
2.
2. So this is the formula you have to use to find the nth term of any arithmetic or linear sequence. Any question up to here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I have to take this example down and solve it. All right, now we have to find the nth term. Yes, what is the formula? We have the nth term is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. The first term is 1 plus n minus 1 into d is, the nth term is 100 minus 1 and d is 2. You will get 1 plus 2n minus 2. That will be 2n minus 1. So you are going to be getting the nth term. But in this case, he is going to say that you have to find the 100th term. So substitute n is equal to 100. You will get 2 multiplied by 100 minus 1. That will be 200 minus 1 means 199. So if you have to continue this sequence, so your 100th term will be 199. In the same way, for example, if you want to be find the 10th term, let's say you want to find the 10th term, so substitute the value n is equal to 10. So 2 multiplied by 10 minus 1, that will be 20. 20 minus 1, that will be 90. You can verify the answer here. Next will be 13, 15, 17, and 19. It is T6, T7, T8, T9, and T10. So the 10th term will be 19. We have to verify our formula that we have to make the for the nth term. Yes, we are going to be getting the nth term is 2n minus 1. If you have to find the 1000th term, 1000 terms, 2000th term, so you by using this formula, you can easily find it. Obviously, it is going to be difficult to have to find it manually. Yes, everyone, it is clear? So the first
Yes.
sequence that is going to be arithmetic or linear sequence, you have to be find any nth term. You have to use this formula a plus n minus 1 into d. D is a common difference. A is the first value of the sequence. And what is arithmetic sequence? If you have taking a difference between the any two consecutive numbers, so the first line of difference is going to be same. Such type of sequence is known as arithmetic sequence. We'll do more example, but first of all, we have to discuss all of these sequences. So we have the second sequence, that is quadratic sequence. In the quadratic sequence, basically the second line of difference is going to be same. The second line of difference is same. Now let's see how to take any quadratic sequence. For example, we have a sequence 6, 8, 12, 4 plus 6, 18. Yeah. Yes. Now let's see how to take the difference between the first two numbers. Yes, what it is?
2,
2,
Difference between the first two numbers is going to be 2. And the next two numbers,
4,
4. The next two numbers,
6,
6. This means that the first line of difference is not same. This means that it's not a arithmetic sequence. Now let's see how to take a difference in the next two numbers. 4 minus 2, 2.
2.
6 minus 2, 2. So look at here, it is the second line of difference, and we are getting same. If the second line of difference of the sequence is going to be same, we have to say that it has a quadratic sequence.
So, sir, what is the aim to do in the quadratic sequence? Like you have to make the differences same or
Oh, no. You have to take the differences.
yeah,
If the first line of difference is same, that is linear. If second is same,
linear?
quadratic. If the third line of difference is going to be same, that is cubic. If you have a common ratio, that is geometric. Obviously, we will discuss this, that one as well.
Yeah, sure.
If, for example, if the second line of difference is not same, if it can be any other sequence, but it can never be quadratic. All right?
Yeah.
It can be any other one. All right. Now next we have to find out how we can find the nth term of the sequence. Okay, look at here. If we have to be add 2 here, so 6 plus 2, that will be 8. And 18 plus 8, that will be 18 plus 8, that will be Yes, 71, 18,
20.
8, 26. Again, you have to plus 2. 8 plus 2, that will be 10. And 26 plus 10, that will be 36.
30.
10 plus 2, that will be 12. And 36 plus 12, that will be
48, I think so.
48. So this is how you have to find the next terms as well. But obviously that is a time consuming thing. So we have to use the formula to find the any nth term. So the nth term is,
Sir, you wrote 18 there next to 36.
sorry, 48 I have right. So the nth term for the quadratic sequence is a plus n minus 1 into d1 plus d2 divided by 2 into n minus 1 into n minus 2. Now, okay. Now, what is a here? A is the same thing. That is the first term of the sequence. We have n. The n is the required term. The third one is d1. So the d1 is basically the difference between first two terms. Look at here. The first two terms are 6 and 8. You have to take the difference, that is 2. So this is your d1. It is clear? Obviously, in the second line of difference, all values are going to be same. You have to take the very first difference, means the difference of the first very two terms. Now the second thing is that is 2. The 2, obviously, the second line of difference is going to be same. So we have to say that the difference of the difference of differences, or you can say that the difference of first line of difference. Clear? Means this value. Yes, sir. The formula is clear.
Yes.
Now let's have to take the same question down, and we are going to be finding the nth term first of all. Because when you have a nth term of any sequence, you can easily find any other term. For example, he says that you have to find the 20th term. You can use the formula, substitute the values, simple substitution question, and it will be done. All right, so yes, what is the formula? The formula is for the nth term, a plus n minus 1 into d1 plus d2 divided by 2 into n minus 1 into n minus 2. Now, in this case, we have the first term. Yes, Afaf, what is the value of a?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't.
Yes, Ariba.
6.
That is 6. I have to write it here. A is basically the first term, and the first term of the sequence is, we have to just in the formula we have denoted it by a. So we have the value of a is 6 plus n minus 1 as it is. Now we have d1. d1 is the difference of the first two terms. Yes, Mohsen, what is the difference of the first two terms?
2. 2.
That is 2 plus. Yes, Daniel. What is the difference of the differences? Is means the difference of the first line of difference. That is Daniel. Are you here?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is the value of D2?
Hmm. 2.
That is 2, because we have to differentiate the difference of the references are the difference of first line of difference. So this is the first line of difference. We have to take the differences. We are getting 2. Means the value of D2 is, means the value of the second difference is 2 in this case. So that is 2 divided by 2 into n minus 1 into n minus 2. Now let's see how to simplify. 6, 2 multiplied by n will be 2n. 2 multiplied by 1 will be minus 2. 2 will be cancelled out. Just multiply, simply expand the brackets. N multiplied by n will be n square minus 2n minus n minus time minus is plus. 1 multiplied by 2 will be 2. So we have 6 minus 2 plus 2. Okay, minus 2 plus 2 will be cancelled out. We have plus 2n minus 2n will be cancelled out as well. We have n square minus n and plus 6. Yes, everyone, it is clear. This is our.
Sir, do we have to solve it quadratically?
No, we don't need. We have to find the nth term. We have find it. Obviously, you can solve it until unless you have the nth term. You don't have. It is not an equation. Okay, it is an expression because we just have find this value. It is an expression. An expression is going to be able to solve until unless you will get the value of the nth term. For example, if we say that the 10th term is 20, so you have to substitute n is equal to 20 or substitute the value. Okay, if this value is given, then you have to go for any method or quadratic formula or completing square method or either one. Okay, now up to here we have to find the nth term of the sequence. For example, we have to check that we have to find the exact correct formula or not. It is the first term, it is the second term, it is the third term, the fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, and seventh term. We have to verify that. To verify my formula, we have n is equal to 5. Let's check. So we have to substitute 5. 5 square minus 5 plus 6. 5 square will be 25. Minus 5 plus 6, that will be plus 1. That will be 26. Yes, the fifth term is 26. We are getting the right one. If, for example, examiner says that you have to be find the 146th term, obviously it is not possible to find it manually, but if you have a nth term, you can find it easily. Just substitute n is equal to n is equal to 146 in the given formula. So we are going to get it. T146 will be equal to 146 square minus 146 plus 6. Yes, I know. Please use the formula and find the required value. Yes, that is 156 square.
Sir, 21,176.
21,176. Yes, everyone. Any question to here? It is clear that what is quadratic sequence, what is arithmetic sequence. Any question up to here?
Yes, sir.
And this is a learning thing that you have to be learned. How you can find the nth term of a quadratic sequence and how you can find the nth term of arithmetic sequence. By sequence, obviously the next is going to be a cubic sequence, but we have to skip this cubic and we have going to be directly jump to the geometric sequence first
Sir,
because the method of solving is going a little bit different. Yes,
um, I'm getting something else.
getting in the calculator.
Yes,
1 second.
I applied like basic rules. Like I never mind.
No, for the formula or for this value,
Sir, I didn't use this. I used the basic one, the original one,
like
the one you told us. Like a plus n minus one times d plus one d2 by 2 times n minus one times n minus two.
this one.
No, sir. Yes, this one at the top.
So I have to be simplify them, and I will get that n square minus n plus 6. Obviously, when you have the simplified form, there is no need to be substitute the value here. Obviously, if you will substitute the value here, you are getting the same answer as well. It must be same because it's a math. It must be same. But there is no need to be substitute the value here because it is a bigger one and we already simplified them. You have to substitute all the values here. If you have a mobile phone, then send a picture on the WhatsApp. You have a mobile phone?
Yes.
Yes, please send a picture.
Okay, so I think I did a mistake. Like, I multiplied 2 directly with 6 at one point, and it became 12.
Obviously, I will check it out and then I will pass any comment about it. But obviously, if you have to substitute the value, that is also correct. But obviously, you don't have to substitute it here. The reason is we already have a simplified form. Why you are doing these steps again?
Wait, sir. I just tried to correct it. I got 21 to 21176.
Yeah, the same one.
Yes. So, sir,
Okay.
we can like basically learn. So we have to find the item formula first, and then it is different for every question, right?
And this one?
Yes, the nth
Yes,
term formula.
obviously, this thing is going to be very fast sequence to sequence. If you are taking any other sequence, it is going to be changed. It is going to be a different one. All right, let's see how to do one more example.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Or we have to go for the next one. Let's see how to we go one more example. Let's say we have a sequence 2, 4, 16, 32. No, so not 32. 2, 4, 16, 25, 36, and so on. All right, let's say this is a sequence. First of all, we are going to be taking the difference that will be 2. The difference is 16 minus 4, 12. Yes, the difference is, I think we have to write a wrong sequence. So
So
just
9,
9.
9. I think so.
Oh, I have to make a wrong one. 1 second. Example of market. Just a minute. It's quadratic. Yes, I just got the example from the internet. Okay, now this is the sequence. We have to check that it is a quadratic. We have to take the difference. Yes, what it is? It will be 11, 33 minus 20. That will be 13, 48 minus 33. Yes, that will be 15. And the next difference is B. Yes, what is the next difference? Yes, find the difference. 65 minus 48, that will be
17.
70. Now take the next difference. 13 minus 11, that will be 2.
2. 2.
2.
2.
2. Okay, by chance we are getting again 2 here, but it can be any different number. When you see it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 5, 5, 5, like this. All right. So we are going to get a quadratic sequence. So what is the value of A? That is the first one. It is your D1. It is your D2. We are finding the nth term first of all. So the nth term is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D1 plus D2 divided by 2 into n minus 1 n minus. The first term is 9 plus n minus 1. D1 is 11 plus D2 is 2 divided by 2 into n minus 1 into n minus 2. It will be cancelled out. You will get 9 plus 11 multiplied by n will be 11n minus 11 plus n multiplied by n square, n multiplied minus 2 minus 2n minus 1 multiplied by n minus n minus 1 multiplied by minus 2 plus 2. Let's see how to simplify. We have n square first of all. Now we have 11n minus 2n and minus n. Yes, that will be 11 minus 2, 9, 9 minus 1 plus 8n. The second value we have minus 11 plus 9. That will be, yes, everyone, are you here? Minus 11 plus 9, that is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2, that will be 0. So we'll get the sequence n square plus 8n. Let's we have to verify the answer. Let's we have to substitute the value n is equal to 2. So we have 2 square plus 8 multiplied by 2. That is 20, means the second term of the sequence. Look at here, we have the next, this is T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. Let's see how to find the fifth term and check that we are getting the same answer or not. We have substitute n is equal to 5. We will get n5 is equal to 5 square plus 8 times 5. 5 square will be 25 plus 8 and 5 is 40. 40 plus 25, that will be 65.
65, sir.
That is 65. In the same way, if you have to find any next term, means the 100th term, 50th term, 60th term, you have to just substitute the value, you are going to get it. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, Daniel?
Yes.
All right. Okay, now I'm just going to move on the next sequence that is about geometric. In a geometric sequence or exponential sequence, basically you are going to begin the geometric sequence or exponential sequence. In this one, you are going to be getting a common ratio. What you will get? Common ratio between the two consecutive terms. Now let's say we have a sequence 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. So look at here, we have to take our ratio between the first two terms. 2 divided by 1, that is 2. 4 divided by 2, that will be 2. 8 divided by 4, that is 2. If you will take the difference, obviously when you have to take the difference, the first line of difference will not be same. You have to take the second line of difference, that is also not same. This means that the sequence not be quadratic, it will not be a arithmetic. You have to take the difference. 16 divided by 8, that is 2. So this means that the next each term is going to be multiplied by 2. Clear? So the common ratio in this geometric sequence is 2. So yes, what will be the next term? Yes, what is the next term?
32, sir.
That is 32. Multiply by 2, 64. Multiply,
128.
that is 128 and so
256.
yeah, 256. Okay, now the second main question is how we can find the nth term of any sequence. And what it is? It's basically a common ratio. Now, how we can find the nth term in a numeric sequence? So the nth term is equal to a r power n minus 1. What is a? A is the same thing, the first term of the sequence. R, that is the common ratio between any two consecutive terms. Yes, any question up to here? Yes, Mustafa, Wasm, Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, now let's
Yes.
see how to find the nth term of the sequence of the example that we have taken here. All right, so we have a is equal to 1, r is equal to 2. We have the nth term formula is a into r n power 1. So nth term will be a is 1, r is 2, power n minus 1. Means you are getting 2 power n minus 1. This is your nth term. Let's we have to verify you are getting the right answer or not. Let's say you have this is your first term, the second term, the third term, the fourth, the fifth, sixth. Let's see how to check sixth term. N is equal to 6. I'm just going to be verify that I'm getting the right answer or not. So we have to T6 is equal to 2, 6 minus 1. That will be 2 power 5. 2 power 5 will be 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 16, and 32. Yes, if you had to look for the formula, yes, the sixth term is 32. In the same way, if you have to find the 50th term of the sequence, you have to find it in the same way. T1, T50 is equal to 2 raised to power 50 minus 1, that will be 2 power 49. Now you have to use a calculator to find the required value, 2 raised to power 40.
So that's a big
Oh,
value.
it's a very big value. Let's see how to take a small one. Let's say here we have to take 10. We are going to get 9.
512.
512. All right, that's okay. It is clear.
Yes, sir.
Now the one sequence is going to be left, that is cubic sequence. Basically, in today's class, I will not go for to practice more questions. My main focus is I have to be deliver all the sequences. First of all, you need a main understanding of all the sequences. The first one, look at here, we have to be conclude all the things. When we have to talk about arithmetic sequence, in the arithmetic sequence, basically the first line of difference is same. In the quadratic sequence, you have second line of difference is same. In the cubic one, we did not done it today, but the third line of same as the third line of difference is same. So we have to say that such type of sequence is known as cubic sequence. In exponential or geometric sequence, we have a common ratio. Clear? If we are going to be talk about the nth term of the arithmetic sequence, that will be a into a plus n minus 1 into d. For the quadratic sequence, we have the nth term is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d1 plus d2 divided by 2 into n minus 1 into n minus 2. In the cubic, we did not touch yet, but in the geometric, we have the nth term is equal to a into r power n minus 1, and r is a common ratio. Now, these are the things that you need to be memorized at. These are the formulas for the sequences that we are going to be used when we are solving the questions. Obviously, we have the question of the pattern as well. But in today's class, I just give you or deliver the concept, what is sequence, what is arithmetic, what is quadratic, what is cubic, what is exponential, and how we can find the nth term or any term of the arithmetic sequence, how we can find the nth term or any term of a quadratic sequence, and how we can find the nth term or any term for the exponential or a geometric sequence. Inshallah, in the next class, we will do the cubic sequence, and we have to go for the topical question as well. Yes, any question up to here?
No, sir.